Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to shout out all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I see you. To my oldies, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on my channel. So much has been going on. I have a full life update and all that good stuff coming soon. As you guys know, I am your favorite CNA trainer, instructor. At least I hope so. My latest CNA video that I did, I've gotten so many comments. I read each and every one of them. Thank you so much. I'm happy to have helped any CNA beginner to come into this field and not be nervous and not feel like you're not good enough. Someone also asked me if I can continue doing CNA content. Yes, as you guys know, my channel started with wigs. It started with beauty. I love beauty. I always will love beauty. I always will love wigs. That's never going to change. But as I am growing and I'm getting older, because you guys have pretty much seen me grow from early 20s to early 30s, you know, I'm looking into getting a career and trying out different jobs, and one of them happened to be a CNA. So I got a lot of positive feedback on my video, and I wanted to kind of give you guys, well, the CNAs that are subscribed to me, more content for you. So this content for everybody. Don't feel like this is only a channel for this and this and that. If you go to my playlist, I have a lot of different things that you guys may be interested in. Feel free to go to my channel and go through the playlist and look at what interests you. But I just want all my subscribers collectively to know I appreciate you being subscribed to me, and that you're gonna get a variety of things on this channel because I'm a variety type of person. I'm not just a one trick pony. I have a lot of tricks. So and I think that's a beautiful thing. It's just to keep evolving, keep doing better. I think that's life in general. So I don't want you guys to get mistaken or think, oh, she doesn't do wigs anymore. Oh, she doesn't do CNA stuff anymore. Like, I will always just mix it up on here. So yeah. Okay, you are a CNA. You've been a staff CNA for years. Whether you've been a staff CNA for 13 something years, whether you're a new CNA, you're burnt out, you're tired, you want to make more money. This field, the healthcare field, is a very thankless job, underpaid. Even for someone that has higher credentials than us, a nurse, a doctor, still underpaid for all the stress and the things that we deal with, right? Now, I know CNAs are the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to healthcare, and we get paid the less. Now, I've done a lot of research, and I know that CNAs a long time ago, were paid so low, like from $12, you know, and not even just the state that I live in, New York City, other states, it was even lower. I've managed to, over my 4 years experience, I have 4 years as a CNA, but I've traveled to a lot of different places. I've worked at literally almost every facility in New York, in Manhattan. I've worked at all of them in Manhattan. So I have a lot. I have 4 years, but in those 4 years, I worked at so many different facilities. So, and I did my research, and I learned how I can turn this low-paying job into something high-paying. I made a way to make the most money I can out of this, and I want to share my tips with you. First things first, I don't knock anybody for being a staff CNA. I don't knock anybody. I've met lots of older women who have been with the facility for years. I don't recommend it. I don't judge them. I don't look down on them. I give them respect. Some people do what they have to do. Some people don't like change. Some people can't change. They don't have the ability. Maybe they have little kids and they can't be hopping from job to job. They just, you know what I mean? Then you have a lot of older women that come here as immigrants and don't know the country well and literally just settle and work as a CNA and just think that that's the be-all forever, and it's not. I want to tell you that it's not. It doesn't matter how old you are. I don't recommend being a staff CNA. Yes, you get benefits. The benefits include health insurance, 401k, disability, child care, all that good stuff. But to me personally, I just never felt like it was worth it. to me, whenever I worked at a staff job, I worked at a staff job twice, which a staff job is I was hired straight direct hire from the facility, not from an outside agency getting me the job. I got hired from the facility. Both of those times, the pay rate was very low. There were benefits, meaning like I could pick up more overtime than agency staff members. They gave me uniforms. What else? Like, it's harder to get fired. Like, if there's an issue, you have to get a delegate. Like, it's harder to get fired. As an agency, they'll just literally just fire you. But when you're staff, it's harder to get fired. Those are really the only benefits that I can think of as far as being staff. But other than that, it wasn't worth it. The pay was low. I was working so hard. I wasn't getting the pay I deserved. I just didn't feel respected. When I say work with an agency, I mean work with a healthcare agency that gets me the job. They pay me. They usually pay way higher than a direct staff, but they usually don't offer health insurance and all those benefits. You would have to get that on your own. But other than that, the pay is way higher, and also you don't have to worry about getting fired, or like, say if like, okay, when you're a direct hire also, it's hard for you to get vacation. I remember when I was a direct hire and I went on vacation and I put my vacation in and they denied it. And I was there for a good year. I put in a lot. I deserved the freaking vacation and they denied it. And I'm like, what? So it's like you're like stuck, chain and ball and chain to them. Like, it's hard for you to call out. It's just so much stuff that comes with being a staff CNA. For me, agency has always been the way. Agency, I make my own schedule. I put in when I work, when I don't work. When my schedule is over, I can decide if I want to make another. I can decide if I want to make another schedule and continue working at that facility, or I can just not make the schedule and go to another facility. That's what I like about being agency. I like to be able to be able to do what I want to do and not feel like a ball and chain stuck to a facility. I don't like that. I only work with agencies. That's how I get paid more. Also, there's a lot of different apps that you can look up that gives you more money, and I'm going to read them to you in my phone. So there's an app called CLIPBOARD Health. That's where you can pick up shifts and stuff like that. SHIFTMED, INTELYCARE, and SHIFTKEY. You pick up shifts. So it'll tell you like how much you get paid, how many miles away the shift is from your house, and most of them pay the next day. Like, as soon as you work, they pay the next day. And that's just a better way to like make more money. Like, yeah, you could work at a facility like say 3 days a week, and then you could pick up shifts whenever you want to. You don't have to feel like you're attached to a facility forever. You can work at different facilities, get different, some of them pay like 30 plus an hour. Definitely like when it's colder, when it's snowing, a lot of the facilities, when they know like they don't have a lot of staff, that's when they make the rates really, really high. And that's the perfect time to pick up those shifts to get more money as a CNA. I've spoken to you guys about traveling as a CNA. I know I've gotten a ton of questions. I made a video about it. I'm going to link it in my description box that pretty much answers everything as far as traveling. But I want to kind of talk about how you can save money as a traveling CNA. Me personally, I don't take assignments without free housing. It's not easy finding an assignment with free housing. I'm not going to lie to you. It's like once in the, I know I don't know how I've been so blessed and lucky, but what I do is every recruiter I speak to, I let them know, hi, this is what I'm looking for. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking a stipend and paying for your housing. There's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes the stipend is bigger and the housing may not be that much. So, you're paying for your housing, yeah, but the rest of the money you get to put in your pocket. And if the rate is high as far as like the hourly rate, then you're good. So you get a high stipend, a high hourly rate, right? You put some of that money to the housing that you're staying in, and the rest of that you pocket. That's still a good way to make money. I don't want you guys to think the only way you could become a travel CNA is if you get free housing, because not every place is going to offer free housing. It's very hard to find. I don't know how I've been so lucky to find it. I just happened to have a recruiter that me and her were here, and I told her like, look, I'm not trying to pay rent in New York City and pay rent in another place, because New York is expensive as it is. I can barely afford to live here now, which is why I'm moving, and that's another video. So I don't really want to pay high rent in New York and then a rent where I'm at. So luckily, you know, I just tell them I'm not taking an assignment if it doesn't have free housing, pretty much. So they work really, really hard to find me a facility that offers free housing. And like I said, I've been blessed and lucky, but my advice would be talk to your recruiter. Let them know, do they offer free housing in the facility? Can I stay in a room in the facility? Do they have a house I can stay? Do they have like discounts? There are also a lot of agencies that help you with housing. Like they find really affordable housing around the area. It could be an extended stay hotel or, you know, a 1-bedroom or a room. But they also help you. They have a whole team of people that help you find housing. So you're not gonna just do it by yourself. But I will say the way to make the most money as a travel CNA, free housing, budget your money when it comes to food. Food is expensive everywhere, but budget as much as you can. What I used to do, I used to eat from the facility. Luckily, again, they offered free food. All the facilities I work with offer free food. Only one would take it out your check, like you would have to sign your name and they'll take it out, but they never really took it out, so I don't know. But so I would eat from the facility. Sometimes the food was amazing, sometimes it wasn't. But I did what I had to do in order to save every single dollar I could to make the most out of the experience while I was traveling. So yeah, I would say eating at the facility, or even asking like, hey, do you guys, if you have leftover, you know, breakfast or lunch or dinner, can I have it, or can you guys put it to the side? Maybe they might say, yeah, sure, we'll put a plate to the side for you, we don't mind. They might say no, you gotta buy your own food, but it doesn't hurt to ask. So eat at the facility, be very budgeting with your money, try to find free housing or affordable housing. What else could I say? And make sure that the facility is paying you good money. Make sure there's a lot of overtime. Make sure it's a lot of overtime, and make sure they pay you higher for overtime. So let's say the facility is paying you $22 an hour, and for overtime it's 30. Make sure you stack up on that overtime all the time. While you're there, do as much overtime as you can, because that's how you're going to increase your income when it comes to being a CNA. There's money to be made. There's money to be made. I love being a CNA because I've been doing it for years. I'm good at it. And I don't break my back because I finesse it. I know how to make the most out of it. So I don't break my back. No, I don't. Now I'm telling you, there's shifts where it's like, oh, it's only 2 people and it's stressful. But you have to work smarter, not harder. I will see you guys in my next video. I have so much stuff coming up. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you. Bye.